So before we start this video, I want to point out that every single USEC I used was brand new. I didn't use any repaired USECs or anything like that. I wanted testing to be as accurate as possible. Starting off with the Makarov. In this video I used the highest flesh damage bullet for every gun, using the SP7 here. This round does 70 damage a shot, which does more damage than any 7.62 bullet, except the 7.62 HP ammo, which only does 2 more damage than this round. Considering it's a Makarov round, I don't know how it does that much damage. It's actually like 4th on the charts for highest damage. It's kind of weird. I don't know what the logic is behind that, but anyways, testing the stomach shots there, which seemed to be the weakest out of all the body parts. It said 4 hits there. I'm sorry, it was actually 5. Sony Vegas. I can't change it. It's a long story. Anyways, on to arm shots, which are the weakest out of all the body parts. The stomach took 5 hits, the legs took 4, and the arms took 5 hits. So, yeah. I don't know why it says 4 hits. I'm sorry about that, guys. I really am, but it took 5 hits.
But I noticed you didn't mention kneecapping. Oh, God, motherfucker!
I tested leg shots and torso shots with every gun. I know you guys love shooting people in the legs, so I went ahead and tested that. Took a very long time to make, but we got it done. And I think I figured out why scavs black out your leg instantly. Basically, you'll see by the end of the video. Anyways, starting off with the Hatchet. I'm pretty disappointed, guys. Only one person mentioned that I didn't test the Hatchet in my last video, but yeah. I also tested left click. The only difference I saw with the left click versus the right click is that the left click made the chest bleed. Or sorry, the right click made the chest bleed, whereas the left click just kind of did the same damage, but one made them bleed. Anyways, testing the legs, which took 4 hits. Don't let a hatchling sneak up on you and hit you in the legs. It's
oh my God!
Pretty dangerous. Back to guns. Testing the TT and the MBS backpack. It's rather hard to get a hold of one of these, but we finally got a hold of one and yeah, tested it out. Still took 2 hits. The backpack didn't save his life there. I was rather surprised. I'm joking, all memes aside. Testing leg shots. Took 2 hits to black out his leg there. Making it a total of 5 hits, which is 1 more than the Makarov. Those Makarov bullets are insane. But yeah, on to the Glock. Using blue tip ammo, which is the most expensive round in the game. It's more expensive than the Val ammo, more expensive than shrimp ammo, so I went ahead and also tested the normal ammo, as it's more common to use, PST GZH rounds. Not as good as the PSO for flesh, but these have a much higher armor pen rating, so I figured that you guys should just be using these over PSO. Testing the blue tips again on the legs, which the only difference between this and the normal ammo on the legs is that blue tips one tap the leg straight to black. They both take the same amount of hits, but the blue tips just black it out. From my personal experience, like gameplay wise, I always use blue tips on like scavs and stuff, and they seem a lot better than the PST, but when I was testing them in this video, they're technically the same. They both 2-shot to the chest and they both 5-shot to the legs. So I don't know. I don't know why I'm paying so much for them. Anyways, onto the shrimp using SP12 sport hunting rounds,
Let's work together.
which are very expensive rounds. I don't know why they're so expensive, considering they don't really do anything too special. Still took 2 hits there. Maybe if this gun took 2 hits and the other ones didn't, it would justify the payment. Anyways, onto the legs. Blacked it out in 1 shot there. But again, as you're going to see, took 5 hits. So far the Makarov is the only gun that did 4 hits. Anyways, onto shotguns, which I really like. Even though they suck against armor at the moment, there is a patch coming, by the way, which is why I didn't test P.A.K.A., if you're wondering. I didn't want to waste my time. But yeah, 1 hit there to the chest. Very satisfying. I love it when shotguns have a lot of damage in video games. I shot too quick there. I'm sorry. I might have scared you. Took 2 hits though to the kneecap. And testing BUCKSHOT at range here. As you could see, it did a lot less damage than it did up close. Took 2 hits. I hit every pellet in the chest there also. Luckily. I didn't want to redo that. He had a fast helmet on, but yeah. On to the Taz. Back to the Taz. He has a fast helmet on. He was complaining about getting stuff in his eyes, so we hooked him up. I'm just kidding. I didn't want the pellets to hit his head. That's why he had a fast helmet on. Anyway, and he looked cool. Testing leg meta. Took 2 shots, same as the 12 gauge. 20 gauge is a little bit smaller than 12 gauge, by the way. Some weird form of measurement, I've been told. Anyways, testing slug rounds, which are the highest damage bullet or round, whatever you want to consider them. They do like around 130 damage. It's pretty ridiculous how much damage they do. They do more damage than any sniper rifle by a lot. And yeah, still took 2 hits to the legs. I'm kind of glad they don't one-tap to the leg. That'd be a little OP. And testing the slugs at range here. Now I know that they're very inaccurate. I knew that before doing this. I just wanted to show you guys just how inaccurate they are. I don't know what my actual range is here, so there's no rangefinders in the game, but I'd say I'm about 60 to 70 meters away from this dude, which is well in range of a slug round, and they are just going. That one looked like it went straight through him. I don't know if that was a ghost shot or what, but yeah, they look like they're going. Look at that. They went straight through him. I don't know. Maybe they're just haunted. But yeah, still haven't hit him. I finally hit him in the arm. Hit him in the, look at that. 2 hits and he's basically dead. Now, that's a lot of damage. I really wish they were more accurate, as these would be a lot of fun to use. But yeah, took 3 hits there. It says 4 hits. I'm very sorry about that. I don't know who did these titles. My goodness. Anyways, on to assault rifles. And I want to point out that in my last video, I forgot all about this 3.66 ammo. And actually, this gun isn't an assault rifle. This gun, I forget what it's called, but it has no rifling on the barrel, which is how it gets past like Russian gun laws. I guess you have to have a license to buy rifles there or something. So it's basically a shotgun. It's but this bullet does more damage than any other bullet besides the slugs. It does more damage than a SV98 round. It does more damage than the Makarov round also. It does 75 damage. You get it from max level skier every trader restart. They're not too rare to get as no one really uses them, but yeah, 4 hits. So far it's tied with the Makarov. On to the what I consider real assault rifles. The AK-74 with SP sport hunting rounds. I also tested armor piercing rounds with all the assault rifles, as I know most people don't really like using hollow points with them, as when it comes to armor, there's a big difference in bullets. I'm kind of noticing that every gun against flesh does the same damage pretty much. At least when you're using HP rounds. They get a little different when you use armor piercing rounds. There's about a 1 bullet difference in the time to kill. That was 5 hits. I'm really sorry for these titles. My Sony Vegas completely broke and I could not change them whatsoever. Anyways, on to armor piercing rounds, BS rounds. The best round for the AK in my personal experience. Blacked out his leg in 1 hit. Now, I don't know if I like this. I have a feeling that this every gun blacking out the leg in 1 shot is kind of annoying the player base, because like if you have noticed, the scavs aim at your legs on purpose and black out your leg in 1 hit. It's kind of getting annoying. But on to the AK at range here, using SP rounds. And this might look like a headshot. I did confirm though that I killed him with a chest shot, unless the post-kill message is off, but it did say a chest shot. Anyways, using armor piercing rounds at range. I missed that second shot. I hit him in the stomach, but I feel like if I hit him in the chest again, it still would have been 2 hits, so I'll count it as 2 hits at range. On to the AKM, my personal favorite gun. Using hollow points, which are good against flesh for anyone who didn't know. And they took a lot of damage off there. It almost blacked out his chest. Made him flip over backwards. I hit him so hard. Anyways, on to BP rounds. I tested them at range here and close up. I showed you at range here just to show that even though they're armor piercing, they don't have a drop off. I feel like it should 3-tap here. I don't know. You guys will have to tell me your thoughts on the bullet damage. It took 2 hits. So far, every gun has 2-hit to the chest. I just want to point that out, except shotguns. Onto the M4, using M995 ammo first this time, on accident. I'm sorry, confusing you, but this is armor-piercing round first. And it still took 2 hits. Back to HP rounds, which, anyone want to take a guess? How many kills, how many shots it takes? Took 2 hits. Oh wow, I'm so surprised. I don't really like how every gun at the moment seems to take 2 hits to the chest. I wish that at least the pistols would be 3 hits. I know in my armor videos I was complaining about how many hits the pistols took, but if they're gonna take 17 hits to a fast helmet but they 2-shot to the chest, I want my money back. I'm kidding, I love the game, but some things need to change. Testing the M4 at range here. And that last shot I missed a couple shots, but still would have 2-shot to the chest. Testing the leg meta here at range. I wanted to see if there was a drop-off on the legs at range, and there didn't seem to be a drop-off. Hopefully this title is not wrong. I'll be mad. Yes, 5 hits. Okay, the title was right. Took 5 hits there at range, same as up close. Using the Val here with SP5 ammo. Has a little bit more flesh damage than the SP6. Took 2 hits. Testing the leg shots here. Nearly blacked out his leg there. That seems to be the only difference, is some guns will black out in 1 hit, some don't. But at the end of the day, except the GEKSA and the Makarov, they all 5-shot to the legs. And just showing you how quickly you could shoot 5 bullets. Probably the best gun for leg meta, just because of how fast you can throw down bullets. Onto the snipers. Now, I want to point out that this sniper bullet round only does 1 more damage than that Makarov round. That's up to you what you think about that. I've never seen this Makarov round. That is so mighty, but I don't know why snipers don't just shoot that Makarov round. That'd be awesome. Can we get a Makarov sniper? Okay, anyways. I hit him every time in the stomach here on accident, but I'm kind of glad I did, just to change it up. And as you can see, it takes less, or it takes more hits to the stomach than the chest. It would have 2-tapped him to the chest, even though I'm at range. There wouldn't have been enough damage drop off to make it 3 hits. Testing the SV98 with 7N1 ammo, which is probably the best ammo to use. It's got a good variety of flesh damage and armor pen mixed into it. Took 3 hits there just because I hit him in the stomach there. As you can see, if I hit him in the stomach and I miss a chest shot, I don't get that consecutive chest shot, it'll do less damage. So if you're wondering, like, I never 2-shot people when I shoot them, it's because you're hitting like an arm, a chest, a stomach, which when you start hitting a bunch of different body parts, it's gonna increase your time to kill, so to say. Whereas if you hit the same body part over and over again, it'll reduce your time to kill. Anyways, guys, that's it for the testing part of the video. Hopefully you enjoyed. I really wish that there was a bigger variety in bullet damage. I don't know what I would do personally to fix it. Like, I'm kind of hating on the game for every bullet doing the same damage. You can't argue that, by the way. Rewatch the video and tell me that they don't do the same damage. The only thing that was different was the shotguns and the Makarov, which I want to see all of you with Makarov and drum mags now, just aiming at people's legs. Anyways, guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you did not like it, and subscribe if you want to see the grenade test video.